Hey, hello, how's it going? Welcome back to another 20 Minutes Till Dawn video. It's me, Cranberry. How's it going? Hopefully, you are doing well. So, this is something that flew entirely under the radar for me. I had no idea this happened. But apparently, yesterday, 20 Minutes Till Dawn was the Epic Game Store's free game of the day. I didn't know that. If you're watching this video and you didn't know about it before, unfortunately, you're a little too late to the party. You can't pick it up for free, but uh, I spent yesterday being very confused. I was looking at my YouTube analytics and I was getting a bunch of viewership. And I wasn't exactly sure where specifically it was coming from. I could tell it was 20 Minute Till Dawn videos, but it was spread over a bunch of different 20 Minute Till Dawn videos. And I was very confused why there was this big uptick in viewership. And I couldn't find out till the next day that it was because of the Epic Game Store stuff. So, apologies that I couldn't get a video out talking about it ahead of time, but hey, if you can time travel, go back and check it out. It's pretty cool. It's a steal for free. Obviously, it's a great game. Now, if you're watching this, there's a very good chance that maybe you're new to the game because you just got the game off of that Epic Game Store free game deal. And I wanted to make a video here, just playing the game here, talking about one of, I think, at this point in time, it's one of the strongest but also simplest builds in the game, right? I have a lot of videos talking about, oh, this is the strongest build in the game, yada, yada, yada. But a lot of those videos are old because it's something that I just started caring about less as I started playing the game more. And the game changed a lot since I made those videos. So I wanted to make something a little more up to date. We're going to be playing Lilith and we're going to be playing Batgun. Now, if you didn't know, summon builds are pretty much hands down the strongest builds in the game. A couple different characters you can play with them. Dasher is pretty strong. But it's a little too much easy mode. She's kind of just unkillable a lot of the time, so she's not that interesting to play. So we're gonna do just an actual build where you're playing the game and interacting with it, which is Lilith Batgun. It should be pretty good, nothing too crazy, and we'll be playing on Darkness 15. If you're not there yet, don't worry. It shouldn't be too hard to get there. Especially with a build like this, because it'll be pretty easy for you still, I imagine. And we'll be heading to the forest as well. Now, you gotta forgive me, I don't remember the exact mechanics for unlocking certain things in this game. It's been a while since I've had to unlock anything. So I don't remember, Dasher, it might be available right away. I don't know. It might be a character you have to unlock by doing something. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember the exact sequence, but this would be a strong build. Now, there's a couple of perks you definitely want to get early on. And something to keep in mind with the general premise of Batgun builds is that you want your summon damage stat to increase, which will also then increase the damage of your projectiles, your bats, right? Now, unfortunately, here we don't get much that's too useful for us. I, though, will take haste here because there's a synergy perk that's very good with In the Wind for Batgun builds. It's not essential, but it is pretty good to get. So we'll take this. And we'll hopefully see that later. But yeah, the build's pretty obvious. We want to optimize summon damage to increase our bat damage, which will be strong. I don't know. I'm a little sick. Again, if you're a new viewer, you might not know how my voice normally sounds. I'm a little under the weather, but I'm okay. I'm okay overall. Now, the other half of that synergy perk I was talking about before is Assassin. So Kunoichi is Assassin and In the Wind combined, which we do care about, but for most builds, Double Shot's a pretty safe pickup here. We do want more bats, so very happy to have this here. Now, it should go without saying, but you shouldn't just play Lilith because she's the strongest character or whatever, which isn't even necessarily true. But every character in the game is viable to win with. One of my favorite characters is Luna. I like Luna a lot, but she's probably, realistically, one of the weakest characters in the game. But even then, she's pretty cool. Now, here's an interesting thing, right? We have Magic Scythe versus Quick Hands here, right? Both these are pretty good for us. Magic Scythe is a summon, but the problem with it is that it doesn't actually increase our summon damage at all, really, right? It does increase our bullet damage, which is nice, but the actual summon itself is not that important. However, we do need it for Summon Mastery, which is not super useful for us, but it's not bad either. Which is, Interesting. I'll show you what I mean here, right? So, if you didn't know, you can pop up the synergies here in the pause menu. And if you didn't know what synergies are, I didn't really fully explain it here, right? Synergies are perks that will show up once you have the prerequisites meet here. So you can see Summon Mastery, right? It requires Vengeful Ghost and Scythe Mastery. And if you have those, you don't automatically get it. It just means that this perk shows up in the pool of perks that can show up when you level up, right? So it is a decent damage boost, summon damage increase, and summon attack speed increase, which is good, but we do get a bullet damage decrease. So it's not 100%. You know, I mean, it is net positive, but it's not like, you know, super crazy strong for us here. So, anyway, the other one we're talking about before, scroll down here, is Kunoichi, which is in the Wind and Assassin, right? The reason why this is good is because you get piercing shots, which is very strong on the bat gun. Anyway, moving on. Now, if you are a long-time viewer, hi, welcome back. It's been a little while since I played it. I did one video of the new character they added to the game, the Katana Lady. Although she didn't seem super crazy or interesting to me personally. So, you know, I didn't play the game anymore since then, but I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how this video is received. If people go crazy for this this new 20 Minute Till Dawn video, maybe we'll keep playing it some more. I don't know. I'm a little adrift right now when it comes to YouTube content, right? I don't know what I really want to do. I'm kind of bored of Dark and Darker. Although they've made some actually really nice changes to the game lately, so I might get back into it more. But Dark and Darker, a little boring for me. Lethal Company is really cool. I really want to make more Lethal Company videos, but the problem with Lethal Company is that it's hard to get my friends together to play it. Just because, you know, they've got their own lives, they got things going on, they can't drop everything to come play with me whenever I want to play the game. So, you know how it is. Splitfire is pretty good with Batgun, so is Ghost Friend here. Ghost Friend doesn't give us any innate summon damage buffs here, but Best Friends is pretty good. It combos with Kunoichi. I do want Fusillade though, so I'm just gonna take Splitfire now. This effectively just gives us a third shot for free, right? Because we don't care which direction we shoot our shots in. The bats are homing. So, definitely something that we want here. Oh, was not. Thought that ghost was dead. Oh well. Oh, I didn't even talk about the runes at all that I had selected because I didn't even bother looking at them. I'm sure whatever they are, they're pretty close to what we want for this build. We do seem to have, I believe, cadence shots. Well, maybe we don't. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention at all to that. Out of these, we'll take Run and Gun. Like I said before, we want Kunoichi. So, we want to build perks towards that. You know, I should mention here, too. I should have mentioned it at the start. If you're a new player and you have any questions at all, please leave a comment, and I will do my best to answer them. Again, like I said before, I don't really remember how most things are unlocked, unfortunately, so I do kind of forget some of the finer details on that point. But, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. If you are playing on mobile, the answer is probably I just can't help you. Right? Because the mobile version of the game is very different than the base version of the game. Take Aim is pretty good, but so is Rapid Fire. I'll just take Rapid Fire. Take Aim, we want it for Kunoichi purposes. Rapid Fire, you know, shoot more bullets equal good. Right? Okay, now we have our first Lilith specific upgrade here. We get Necrophile, which is the worst Lilith perk. Not the end of the world that we got it, but not a good one. And yeah, I don't know. So the one thing that I've for the longest time I've wanted from this game is still not in it. Oh, I will take a dragon, by the way, here. If we can get an early age dragon, that'd be very good for us. The one thing that I've wanted from this game that's unfortunately still not in it is harder difficulty modes. Darkness 15 for me at this point. It's still just too easy. I would really like the game to be harder in some way, shape, or form. Or just something to like, you know, compete for, right? Endless mode was supposed to be like competitive, you know. It had a leaderboard, or it still has it, but it had like a leaderboard. The intent was, I assume, to be like a thing where you see how far you can last in the leaderboard, but it just didn't pan out that way, unfortunately. So I don't know. What do I want here? I don't hate Big Shot, you know, big damage boost, but I think we decided that we want to start working towards we want to start working towards Summon Mastery here. Let's take the Scythe. Now we need the capstone perks of both Scythe and Ghost to get to Summon Mastery. So it's a lot of bloat to get there, but hopefully we see it. Ooh, another important thing about this build too that I didn't mention. There are 2 perk trees in this game that are summon focused that will not show up until you take your first summon unit, right? So it's the oh shoot, it's like Trainer and Frenzy, I think, are the 2 names of them, which we're not seeing here, unfortunately. But Blazing Speed not that useful for us. Fresh Clip also not that useful for us here, but we'll take it. I don't think we want maybe we do want Mini Clip for this build. Mini Clip might be good for us, actually. We'll see. But oh shoot, I lost my train of thought entirely. Son of a bitch. Completely forgot what I was saying. I was trying to make a point about something. God damn. It's gone. It's completely gone from my brain. Oh, it was talking about Trainer and the Frenzy perk trees. Yeah, they don't show up until you have a summon. You need to have like a Ghost friend or a Scythe or Egg or whatever. You need to have one of those perks chosen to get these perks to show, which are very important for builds like this. Especially because one of them you want to see as soon as you possibly can to start scaling up the damage of it. We'll hopefully see it soon here. But, you know, RNG, right? Maybe it'll never show up. Now, this guy right here is the Reindeer. Kind of an asshole, but, you know, not too big of a deal. We're a strong build here. We're not at any actual risk of the mobs hurting us, so it's whatever. And what do we get from you, sir? We get Tome of Elasticity, Tome of Elements, and Tome of Vitality. We'll take Tome of Elasticity here. Bullet bounce is pretty worth it. The bullet damage downgrade won't be that big of a deal. I think we're going from like 9 damage to 8 damage, but we're getting 2 additional hits per shot. So it ends up being a net damage bonus, I'm pretty sure. But not the best perk we could have gotten there. There's definitely some stronger choices we could have seen. Anywho. Okay, so here's the Frenzy perk tree, right? This is one of the 2 that doesn't show up until you have a summon. Wind Cutter is fine, but I'll take Frenzy here. Frenzy's pretty sweet. Now, summon attack speed does increase the fire rate that you shoot your bat gun as well, which is why it's so important here, right? Fire rate is good, but summon attack speed is basically also fire rate, but better for you. Something to keep in mind there. Now, our dragon is hatched, but unfortunately we have not seen an aged dragon yet, which is less than ideal. But, we'll see some of our damage scaling perks soon, and then we'll be pretty much in the clear. Trainer's the more important of the 2 of the summon-specific perk trees. Oh, but we do get Aged Dragon. So the reason why Aged Dragon is so important here, right? You get a 15 damage increase to your dragon every 60 seconds. That combos with Dragon Bond, where your bullets deal 10% of your dragon's damage, right? So the sooner you get this, the sooner you get or the more powerful your Dragon Bond damage bonuses. It ends up being very important for us. So extremely happy to have that here. Could have been a little bit sooner. You can get that, technically as early as like, the 19-minute mark if you level up twice really quickly. So we got at the 12-minute mark, which is a little bit slower than you'd want. But, you don't need to have super optimal RNG to win. Now, for a long time, my 20-minute till dawn videos were focused specifically on trying to get super high kill counts. But the problem with those videos is that for a really long time, the assassin perk was bugged and was giving double kill credit and double XP drops for a lot, not every kill, but for a lot of the kills that you got. So it was strange. Ghost Wizard's pretty good here, but we don't super need it. I think I'll just take Fusillade for more projectiles. But yeah, for a long time, you know, for people who are trying to get super high kill counts, it was basically like we thought Assassin was the strongest perk in the game. Look at how good it is. And in reality, it was so good because it was mechanically breaking the game in half, which is pretty funny. But yeah. Assassin's still not a bad perk, but it, you know, now that it's functioning correctly, it's not nearly as strong as people, you know, once believed. Now, out of the choices here, I don't love Electromage. It's not that useful for us. Soul Shield, not that useful here either. I'm just gonna go with Divine Blessing. As long as I don't get hit, I have a faster reload. It's pretty good. I don't hate that. Now we're not getting overwhelmed per se, but we are starting to have trouble killing all of the waves. We shouldn't be struggling this much at this point. Generally, this is I would say a little bit less than the average performance for this build. It's not going too bad. It's not like we're risking dying here or anything, but usually this build is a little bit better. Anywho, the 11-minute mark's gonna be a little bit rough maybe, but once we hit 10 minutes, it should be pretty smooth sailing up until like roughly the 8-minute mark. Okay, Dragon Bond. Dragon Bond is big. It should be a pretty sizable damage buff for us now, right? And if you look at our dragon damage, our dragon's hitting for about, it looks like 40 damage, roughly from what I can tell. About 40 damage per hit right now, right? Which means we're getting +4 damage on every one of these shots, right? If we were doing 8 damage before, going from 8 to 12 damage per hit means we're basically getting a 50% damage increase, which is, you know, pretty good on a single perk, and it'll only get bigger the stronger we make the dragon, so we're sailing, we're looking pretty good for the next little bit. I am not too worried. Now, we've hit level 20, so we get our evolution. I will say, Batgun, not very interesting on the evolutions. Pretty weak overall. But just the gun itself is pretty good. Out of these options, I don't know. I guess you take Hellfire Bats. Doesn't matter too much to us here. We don't really care about curse damage increases. And I do think, I don't know what my runes are actually. Can I see them in here? No, I can't. So usually I have the rune set where you get an attack speed increase every time you light 50 enemies on fire or whatever. So hopefully I have that rune on, and if I do, this will be the right evolution to take here. But it doesn't matter too much. In the grand scheme of things, the back-end evolution, not that important. I will take Ghost Wizard here, I suppose. The Lampreys are here. They're not that scary, but they are here now. I guess we take... I mean, Kill Clip is fine. I do want Summon Mastery, though, as soon as I can, so we'll take this, I think, here. Seems pretty good. If you're curious about a couple other new builds I'd recommend, I do like Sword Smite builds with what's her name? With Diamond. That's a pretty good build option. Stack a lot of health. Do Smite on hit with the swords. It's pretty neat. That's a good one. Spark is a pretty consistent favorite for most people. Spark shouldn't be too hard to figure out. You can play SMG. You can do... You can play Spark with pretty much every weapon in the game, honestly. But there's a couple obvious choices that are more elemental focused weapons. Still sad that they never added a synergy for ice and lightning in the game. Kind of strange, but you know, maybe soon. TM. Who knows? So, this is where the game usually gets pretty hard. Not because of the mini-boss itself. The mini-boss, you know, coughing over there, is usually pretty easy to fight. So they send a lot of enemies at you that just have a lot of health, and they end up clogging up the screen no matter what you do. But we should be okay here, I think. I would like rubber bullets. Although, no, let's go big shot, actually. Oh, we don't have Splinter yet. Wow. I just realized we don't have Splinter. That's actually a really important perk for us to get. Hopefully we'll get Splinter soon. We'll take the bigger bullets, though. Not for the damage, honestly. It's more so just to get Reaper rounds online. Okay, is Coughing dead yet? Nope, Coughing is still kicking it. Okay. I don't think Coughing will be around for long, though. I think he's almost dead. This is just the vibe I got right now. So I really don't want to lose my shield if I can help it. We have that increased reload speed for having the shield. The longer shield stays around, the better. Oh, and we lost the shield. Unfortunate. Hey, Coughing. Got more health than I remember him having. But he's not long for this world, I'm pretty sure. This time I'm pretty sure, for real. Okay. The nice thing about this level as opposed to something like the pumpkin patch is these enemies that are shooting projectiles. Projectiles move really slow. Oh, Coughing's dead, by the way. Whoop. Take this. What do we get? Undead Army, probably Lilith's best perk. Just a nice little attack speed and damage upgrade here for us. Pretty cool. What was I saying? God damn. I am out of it. Well, this is probably par for the course. I feel like I do this all the time when playing this game. It's very easy to have something pop up and then just immediately forget what you were talking about. Those spawns not bad here. Oh, it's Reaper rounds. I don't know. Just, you know, that's what I think I was trying to say before. Is that Reaper rounds would be pretty good for us here. Extra Pierce is good. The Pierce on kill, not that relevant for us here, I don't think. But just in general, getting bonus Pierces is pretty good, and it'll give us death rounds, which would be very strong here too. So, really want both of those. So we got another minute until the final boss shows up here. I don't think I've been killing trees, so I don't think we're going to see the secret boss. But maybe the secret boss will show up. I don't know. I'm not doing any percent health damage, which is the way you really are supposed to kill trees. Two pretty good options here. In the Wind is fine. We do want Kunoichi, but it's a little late for that now. I'll just take Kill Clip. Kill Clip's pretty strong on its own. Just giving us much faster reloads on average should be pretty good here. Right, so yeah. I think this will be for the best. Again, this is a pretty weak performance from this build, all things considered, and it's kind of still just mowing through these guys without too much issue. If we get death rounds, that's another 12 damage per hit or whatever. Is it 10 or 12? I think it's 12. But I forget now, actually. It might be 10. Or maybe it was 10, but it was bugged and was dealing 12. I don't remember. Man, it's been so long. But, we haven't seen Feed the Beast at all. We haven't seen Trainer at all. How crazy is that? So, this is a poor performance from the build, and as you can see, it is still very strong. Final boss should be showing up here any second now. There it is. Oh, he's popping. What the heck? He is going off. I don't remember him shooting this fast. Is he okay? Sir? Okay. Please stop. He's not stopping. Okay. So we get Splinter. Splinter also, I forgot about that. They're extremely important for us too. Enemies exploding into little bats that get the damage bonus from Dragon Bond is very important for us here. Come on, sir. Sir, please. Thank you. Terry's here as well. Hello, Terry. We'll take Tome of Summoning here. The reload rate shouldn't be too big of a deal with Kill Clip. The Tome of Might is pretty sweet too. It is just, you know, plus 10 flat damage. They're both good, but I'll take Tome of Summoning. Don't sleep on Tome of Might though. For a lot of builds, Tome of Might is actually like the meta best perk tier, and it's honestly arguably better for us here. Oh, are the trees leaving? The trees are leaving, I think. Okay, so I think we might have triggered the secret final boss too. So that's good news. Or, you know, depends on your opinion, I guess. But the trees have left. Definitely give me rubber bullets here. Oh, you know, if you're a new player, by the way, Frost Magic is extremely strong if you're just trying to survive. If you're trying to just flex on these guys, don't take it because it'll lower your overall kill count. But I'm just trying to collect the experience here real quick. Okay, I guess give me Armed and Ready. Oh, give me Siege actually. Give me Siege. I'll take Stand Your Ground here if we see it. Yeah, I think the trees are leaving. We have to kill it. We might have to kill one of the trees though to get the boss to show up. So I'm gonna kill this tree here. Terry's. I should probably kill Terry first though, huh? There's Trainer finally. So the reason. So here's the thing. Here is the thing about this build. Trainer itself is fine, but the real juice here is Feed the Beast, right? Summon damage increased by 1% for every 15 enemies killed. The thing about this is weird. This does not increase the damage of the bat gun itself, but it does increase the damage of your bats, your ghosts, etc., right? So Feed the Beast is very important for builds like this. It's unfortunate that we saw it this late in the game. Kind of crazy, honestly, but, you know. Also, Pulsing Summon is very good for us, too. Both these very strong. So we're going to take Trainer here. That's just the thing, though, right? Sometimes you just get bad RNG with games like this. You gotta, you know, you gotta understand that. And keep in mind that even with bad RNG, you usually can still pretty easily win the game. So, we get double ghosties now. Very cool. Tree. Okay, that tree died. I think you only need to kill like 1 or 2 trees to get the boss to show up. And maybe the fact that the tree is now moving means that we already triggered the secret final boss. But we'll see. I'm gonna kill this tree just to be safe. There we go. Tree down. Very cool. I mean, Train Dragon is fine. There's a whole meme with Train Dragon. If you know, you know. So we'll take it here. Shout out to all the Train Dragon lovers. And we got 2 minutes left. No more bosses showing up. It's kind of just us doing murders here real quick. And then, out of these, I guess just give me Stalwart Shield. We got Lampreys coming in for the last couple minutes here. Man, I do... It's just the one thing I want for this game. I feel like this game gets like harder, and I'm back. Cause I play the game. For me, I get to this point and I'm just kind of like, meh. I'm kind of bored now. Like the last 5 minutes are killer, for me personally. I just man, I rant about it all the time whenever I play this game now. But when they first introduced endless mode, the game was bugged and it was way harder than the developer intended. But during that first day of it being too hard was literally the most fun I've ever had with this game. It was so cool trying to figure out builds that could like survive a little bit against the super hard endless mode. I enjoyed it a lot. And the next day they were like, oops, sorry, we made it too hard. It's back to being super easy and now boring, which sucked, but whatever. Give me the Scythe Master here, even though we're not gonna hit Summon Mastery in time. But yeah, maybe man, I don't know if you're a long-time player, because most of this video has been talking about people who are new to the game. If you are a long-time player of this game, what do you want? Like what do you want in this game? Because for me, it's got to be just it being harder. Either a harder endless mode, so it's actually challenging and people can compete for leaderboard slots, or just harder difficulty mode, because Darkness 15 is just too easy. I feel like if this game had like Slay the Spire's version of Ascension 20 heart kills, if this had something like that, I feel like it would just be going off. Anyway, here's the secret final boss. He's like, let me see if I can actually stop shooting so you can see him. He's like a pumpkin guy. The ghosts are mobbing his ass, though. I don't know if we're going to be able to actually visually see him. Ghost, leave him alone, please. I'm trying to show my viewers what this guy looks like. Please stop. The ghosts are pissed. Are they ever going to go away? Don't they, like, expire after a certain amount of time? What are they doing? What are you guys doing there? Please stop. Here's Reaper runes. Guys, just leave him alone, please. I think they're despawning. No, I can't. I genuinely can't tell if the ghosts are going away. Whatever, fuck it. Let's just kill him. I guess we just kill him. He does these little explosion things you just gotta dodge, that's all. It's pretty easy. That's all this guy do. Oh, he's dead, okay. Anyway. Video over. Thanks for watching. Again, the build itself underperformed, but like even then underperforming, it was a complete and total cakewalk. So hopefully you enjoyed, and maybe I'll make more videos. I don't know. Maybe this is the last video ever. Who knows? Goodbye.